Right then, hello, my name is Dom, or you can call me WaterSpace, but you can call me Dom, and welcome to my video, where I tell you about this thing called movies. Well, these things called movies. I watch them, even though I'm blind, you probably watch them, and people all around the world watch them. And you might not know that in some countries, the names of your favorite films are quite different to what they are in other countries. So let's discuss that, shall we? So if you don't know me, I'm Dom, like I just said, and I'm Polish, so my Polish name's Dominic, but or Dominik in don't call me that, don't. But being Polish originally and living in England, I watch both English and Polish films, mostly English, but sometimes I watch Polish ones too, Polish versions of English films, because they can be nostalgic, or I just wonder what it sounds like in Polish, like how is it as funny as the English one. So let's discuss some movie titles that might have changed. So firstly, this guy. Who's this guy? You might know him. It's a ogre, it's a meme, he's green. It's Shrek, in a movie called Shrek, based on his name. What's it called in Polish? Shrek. It's the same thing, only with the Polish pronunciation. Now we move on to this little robot, WALL-E. He's in a movie, but made by Pixar, called WALL-E. And in Polish, the Polish title for the film, and therefore the character, is WALL-E. Nothing changed there, so it's perfect. It's still WALL-E, it's spelled the same, it's said the same, WALL-E. Might mean something different because WALL-E is a abbreviation of some words, but it's the same title. Now a little bit has changed. This is obviously the movie Cars, where the red car, forgot its name, Bolt I think his name is, or whatever, drives around with cars and tries to hit another car. I don't know, never watched it, but Cars in English, the Polish title is Auta. Auta translates to cars, so it's literally the same thing but in Polish. Now we go on to something different, something that is a little bit not the same, a bit similar, but again they changed it because I guess Up, the movie about the grandpa that's floating away in the house with balloons with some little guy and a dog or something, I don't know. Up would just be a weird name in Polish because up just means like up, it doesn't mean like fly up or like go up. So in Polish it's called odlot, which basically translates to take off. Like take off, like I will take off, like it makes sense, but it's not the same. However, there is another film also made by Pixar. I don't know who names them in Polish. Inside Out. I don't think there's like a translation from English to Polish that you can literally translate Inside Out to. So they named it W głowie się nie mieści. And that translates to... I forgot, what does it translate to? Oh yeah, it translates to doesn't fit inside the head. Doesn't fit inside the head. Long? Funny? I don't know. I don't have Polish humor. Whatever, yeah. Now, Frozen. It's a Disney film, at least it's not Pixar, but it's Disney. Frozen is not called Frozen. Frozen is called Kraina Lodu, which basically means Ice World. Or Iceland. Iceland. Moana. It's a name, so what would you think it would be called? Moana? Moana? Like Shrek? It's called Shrek because that's his name. WALL-E, it's called WALL-E because that's his name. What else? The movie Hugo, I think, is also called Hugo, but that's his name. However, they decided to change her name. Why? I don't know. I think I read some copyright issues or something because there was a name called Moana already in Spain or something. So in America and in England, it's called Moana. However, in Poland, it's Vaiana. Who the hell is Vaiana? That doesn't even sound right. Vaiana. And now we have the titles that basically explain the plot of the film. So if you've seen those films, spoiler alert, but it's Despicable Me. This film about this guy with a long nose called Gru. I don't know why he did that. Apparently that means long nose. I don't know. And these little like tic-tacs called minions. So in Polish, it's called Jak ukraść księżyc. And Jak ukraść księżyc in Polish literally translates to how to steal the moon. If you've seen the film, this is what they do in the first film. However, you might also know that there's also Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me 3 and the Minions film. And those are very different and they don't steal the moon in those, so what do you think they call them? Despicable Me 2 was named Minionki rozrabiają, and that translates to, let me just check, wait. Minionki rozrabiają translates to Minions Get Mischievous. Because they get mischievous, because they translated the title wrong first, so they had to write Minions Get Mischievous. So I wonder what they called Despicable Me 3. Despicable Me 3 is called Gru, Dru I Minionki. Well, and that translates to Gru, Drew and the Minions. So Drew, I guess, is Gru's some relative or something, which is spoilery, kind of, if you want to see the film. But then if Minions are in two of the titles, what's the movie Minions called? Minionki. That translates to Minions. I guess they learned their lesson. Another spoilery title that they translated in Polish is Die Hard. I've never seen the film, but I know that there is this, again spoilers, glass trap at the end of the film, some trap where you're stuck in like a glass box or something. I've never seen the film, however, I know what happens because the title of Die Hard in Polish is Szklana pułapka, which literally translates to a glass trap. Die Hard 2, however, is literally called Szklana pułapka 2, which literally translates to glass trap 2, even though there's no bloody glass trap in it. Then Die Hard 3 is literally, it's literally the same, Szklana pułapka 3, which means the glass trap 3, even though there's no glass trap. Why are Polish titles translated like that? That reminds me, is that Bruce Willis that's in Die Hard? There's also another Bruce Willis film called Sixth Sense, which in China was translated to, again spoilers, major spoilers, because they literally translated the title to a twist that happens at the end. And it's like, he is a ghost or something like that, basically. Which is just basically spoiling the film. And then finally the last film, The Spy Next Door. So it's a film about the spy called Jackie Chan, who who is an enemy of the Russian spies, especially this Russian guy, who is actually an Icelandic actor, and the boss of Jackie Chan is Miley Cyrus's dad, Hannah Montana's daddy. So The Spy Next Door is Nasza niania jest agentem in Polish, which literally translates to, again, slightly spoiling the film, our what's it called? Our babysitter is a spy, or our nanny is a spy. So that's basically how they translate films. So yeah, if you're from anywhere, any other country, and you know any titles that have been mistranslated, tell me, comment down below or something. And it's late, so I'm going to sleep. Night.